Hey everybody, welcome back to NCAA Football 2006 and another edition of the SMU Death Penalty Dynasty. This is James coming back at you with more commentary, and today we welcome the Mean Green of North Texas, Denton, Texas, coming to town to face the number one team in the country, the SMU Mustangs. Had a big-time win last week against Houston. We put up 76 points in a 59-point rout of the Houston Cougars, who have got to be sick to death of us. We're going to welcome a team that finished in the top 10 last year. North Texas finished, 11-1 last year, had one loss. 1 year we don't face them is the 1 year they blow up. Had a top 10 finish. Unfortunately, didn't really have the recruiting class behind it that I would have expected, but still a very good year for them. They are basically, it's them and Florida Atlantic in the Sun Belt right now that are really going back and forth. Some of those other teams have really fallen off, specifically James Madison, which I was a little bit surprised by. It could be an option moving forward. We'll see how that transpires. But yeah, North Texas has got a foothold in that conference, and they're going to come to Dallas, Texas. We're going to see what they can do. Let's see what kind of game plan they have. North Texas generally likes to throw the ball a little bit, but they got an impact halfback, and maybe they're committed to running the ball today. We'll see what happens. They're going to start with the ball. They're going to go option left there in the heavy set. White picks up a nice gain and a first down. Shotgun. White's going to keep it. He's looking for some space. Doesn't find much there. That's a nice tackle from Nigel Barnes. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. White shotgun fires over the middle. Has Oliver. Good looking catch there and a first down for the Mean Green. They're going to go shotgun option left. Pitch late. Fowler, the running back, wearing the number 24. And he's got himself a nice 8-yard gain. I formation. Roll pocket left. They're going to dump it off to the fullback Baker. And Baker gets a nice gain up to the SMU 40-yard line. They're going to go that heavy set, double tight option right. Fowler hands off there and gets a nice gain of 2. Shotgun. White surveys. Has time, throws deep to the back of the end zone. Can he find his man? That one is completely out of play. This is going to bring up 3rd and 8 here. I formation, tight end left. White's going to keep it himself, and he's got the wheels to do it. Has 25, has 20, has 15, and gets drugged down from behind by Dupree Hawkins, but not before he gets all the way down to the 12-yard line. What a run by the quarterback here, and they are in business. 1st and 10 at the 12. Tight end right, ace formation, play action. White fires directly into the back of the lineman. I don't think that's your fault, one. I don't think you had any shot there. 2nd and 10, they're going to hand the ball off to Fowler, who tries to cut it back, but a sure tackle puts an end to that run. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Shotgun. White's going to take off again. 10 and is tackled at the 6-yard line, short of the goal to gain. It's going to bring up a 23-yard field goal. Kick is up and good. So North Texas takes over 3 minutes off the clock and gets 3 points. So pretty decent look so far. UNT takes an early lead. We're going to go deep to Champ Wagner right away. Big time catch. Let's get started in a big way. 34 yards to the freshman from Alliance. Number 1 streaking down the left side, getting in front of the safety. Showing off those sure hands. Big time catch there. 1st and 10 at the 38. Clark surveying, throws short. He had Wagner again. Wagner can't haul that one in. Gonna bring up 2nd and 10. Shotgun. Clark left hash surveys. Still looking for anything to develop. Throws deep down the field. And that one overthrows everybody out of the back of the end zone. 3rd and 10. Shotgun left hash. Clark rolls right, looking for some space, looking for some room to run. Has 30, has 25, and dives forward, making sure he gets down and gets a first down at the North Texas 23. Option left, 20, pitch right. Jakari Brown. First down, pitch left, First down to the 11. Clark surveys, throws right to Isaac Jones, who catches it and coughs it up. Scooped up by Harley, the impact linebacker. Isaac Jones had a beautiful catch inside the 5. All he had to do was go down, and instead he coughs the football up. And that is a red zone turnover. That one's a killer. It's a beautiful catch. There's 2 guys there, and he just can't hold on to the football. Didn't look like anything too crazy happened there. He just didn't take it to the ground. So 1st and 10, their own 4. Fowler's going to look for some space. Not going to find much. Does break a tackle here, breaks another one, but still only picks up about 2 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. They're going to hand him off directly up the middle, and he's not going to get much there. It looks like Barksdale is able to make that tackle as well. So going to bring up 3rd and 3. They're going to go with a 3 running back set here. A little bit of a counter action to Baker, the fullback. They needed 3, and they got 4. Good looking play there from the Mean Green. 1st and 10 at their own 15. Wide under center. Fires deep down the field to nobody in particular. That one's going to fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 at their own 15. Heavy set right. They're going to hand the ball off to Fowler, who's stuck up there by Dupree Hawkins. So they're not going to get much there. You can see Hawkins already has 4 tackles in the first quarter. 3rd and 10, White, that's a sack. It's Nate Mills. Nate Mills gets his 7th sack of the season. He is on fire to start the season. Another big-time play for Nate Mills. You're going to see him get pressure right there. You just can't stop him all game. You do not have that much time to throw. And that is how we end the first quarter. So it's 3-0 North Texas. And we're going to start with the ball at the 37-yard line. So great field position after a nice punt return. We're going to go for the end zone first try. And Champ Wagner's not able to haul that football in. However, there is laundry on the field. Let's see what it is. It's going to be pass interference on Houston, on Henderson there. So we're going to go ahead and take that penalty, despite what that said. And we're going to get down to the 22, and we're going to lose yards on 1st and 10. So it's 2nd and 12 at the 24. We're going to fire short to Drayton Anderson, who cuts up, has 15, and it looks like he got a first down. That's a nice play there. Nope, they're going to give him 3rd and inches. We're going to hand this ball off and take an absolute shot. So instead of getting that first down, we end up losing yards on the handoff. It's going to bring up 4th and 2, and we're going to go for it. Drayton Anderson drops it. Just straight drops it. He's open, and that's a turnover. What looks like an automatic right there turns into nothing again. So for the second time in 2 drives, we come up with nothing inside the red zone. So we're 0 for 2, and North Texas is going to go back to work here. So 3rd and 5. You got tight end right option. White's going to, nope, he's going to pitch it off. I thought he was going to keep it. He pitches it off to Fowler, and Fowler gets a first down. So 1st and 10 for North Texas. Delayed handoff to Fowler. Finds a little bit of space, gets up to the 30-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 6, pick up a 4. Shotgun, White, surveys, has time, throws, and that one probably should have been intercepted. That one hit the DB directly in the hands. But after an offsides, it's 3rd and 1. Quick handoff, Fowler shotgun. He dives forward, and they say, sure, here's the spot. They give it to him. So, okay. Tight end A set. They're going back to Fowler, who coughs up the football. Evan Favors Johnny on the spot. So just after North Texas had a bit of a fortunate decision go their way, they immediately cough up the football. You see Dupree Hawkins get in there and strip it, and Evan Favors is the man that falls on it. So you can see the clock. We're already halfway through the second quarter, and it's 3-0. North Texas has done a great job controlling this ball, running the football, picking up first downs, but this is the 3rd drive that has started on our side of the field, and it's time for us to convert. Nice pass there to Isaac Jones. Makes a little bit of amends for what happened earlier. We're at 1st and 10 at the 23. Clark firing deep to Bryant Holt. Touchdown, SMU Mustangs. Too many weapons. Bryant Holt comes down with this one here. Number 5 looking good, and in 2 plays, we put the end to whatever North Texas is up to, or at least that's what it seems. 7-3 here. Nice catch by number 5. Gives us a 7-3 lead here halfway through the second quarter. North Texas is going to go back to work. Goolsby, nice catch out of the backfield there. Doesn't pick up much, but it is 2nd and 9. Tight end right, single back set. Fowler, hands off, breaks a couple of tackles, and he is loose all the way up to the North Texas 45-yard line there. You can see 12 carries, 60 yards. The impact back, you can see he's a bruiser. And he's breaking some tackles, so he's making our defense work for it, and they're giving him the football. Heavy set, they're going to go option short side. Fowler gets the pitch and gets all the way up near our 40-yard line. So they are going to work on the ground. They're going to run the triple option, hand the ball off to Baker. Nice gain up the middle. 2nd and 4. Clock running. We got 2 minutes left in the half. White decides to keep it, and Barksdale's all over that. That one is swallowed up. It's going to be 3rd and 10. White, shotgun, surveys, fires right, has his man Oliver again. They needed 10. They got 12. Big pickup there. I formation, tight end left. Little counterplay to Fowler, who squeezes through and lunges forward. Nice gain there. Pick up a 7. 2nd and 3. Shotgun. White surveys. He's going to keep it again. And he's able to move forward a little bit and pick up a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 2 as the clock runs. Heavy set right. They're going to counter it off to Baker on the quick handoff to the fullback, and he gets another first down. North Texas is on the move. They try to fire over the middle, but that one is broken up right away. Good pressure. 2nd and 10. They're going to go play action. White fires to the right, has Goolsby, and Goolsby is once again taken down by the face mask. Dupree Hawkins got to get a little bit too excited there trying to take down the tight end, and that is a fresh set of downs for North Texas. So instead of 3rd and 5, it's 1st and goal at the 4. So North Texas is in business. They're going to hand off to Fowler here in shotgun. No problems this time. 1 play touchdown. Fowler, number 24, looking like Dexter Fowler out there, former baseball player. player and I believe won a World Series with the Chicago Cubs after playing with the Rockies for a while. Nice touchdown there. He gets in, he breaks a couple tackles, and North Texas, with a minute to go in the half, retakes the lead 10-7. So we fire deep to Wagner. Wagner with a nice catch. We're going to see if we can go ahead and get some points, maybe tie this up and maybe take the lead here before halftime. Champ Wagner gets us off to a hot start. Good-looking catch there. It's going to get us near midfield. We're going to have 1st and 10 at the 49. Shotgun left hash. Clark looks, surveys, looking for Isaac Jones, who catches it and coughs it up again. Do not rub your eyes. Our wide receiver has fumbled twice on catches. Harley scoops it up again, and this time gets all the way down to the 35. A touchdown-saving tackle by Freddie Wilson. What is going on with Isaac Jones? On 2 catches, he has fumbled twice in the half, and instead of us moving down and maybe getting points here before half, another turnover, another weird instance, and just like that, North Texas has a chance to extend their lead before half. We have not had the ball very often. When we have, we've been pretty sloppy with it. This is only our 4th possession. So North Texas is going to go back to work. Can they get points before half? Play action, White fires over the middle. Nope. Malcolm Lacey, and he's got space, picks it off, has 40, has midfield, 40, 30. Oh, and he's drugged down from behind at the 23-yard line. Huge interception by the free safety, Malcolm Lacey. You see, we jump in front of this pass, and we cut it on back. Malcolm Lacey, big-time play, big-time return, and we're back on schedule. We got a chance to get points before half. Drayton Anderson, great spin move, gets inside the 10, all the way down. They give him the 4-yard line. Clark looks, surveys, fires over the middle. That's LaMichael Brown. Touchdown, LaMichael Brown, his first touchdown in college football. Congratulations to the kid, and that's a big one. Number 19 coming up with a big catch here right at the end of the half, and that gives us a 14-10 lead against the Mean Green of North Texas. We're going to start with the ball here in the second half. We're going to go right back to work. Champ Wagner over the middle. Nice catch. A little bit of laundry on the field as well. Is that going to be a face mask? It's going to be a holder. We're going to find out here in just a second. It is a face mask on North Texas, which is going to give us a first down, and we have got a good start here. Eric Clark surveys, rolls left, going right back to Wagner, who brings it in. 10-5, let him know. Champ Wagner, touchdown, SMU Mustang, 66-yard touchdown catch. It looked like Clark may have overthrown it, but man, that 6'6 frame and that speed, that's hard to deal with, and there he goes, streaking down the sideline. Big-time play for Champ Wagner. He's been fantastic in this game so far, and just like that, we're up 21-10. We start asserting ourselves a little bit in this game. North Texas has work to do. Shotgun, White, surveys, looks, throws right, and I think that one's going to go out of play. Yep, he overthrows everybody there. 3rd and 5, they need something to happen here. They go option. They're going to pitch it off. Fowler's got it easily across the 35 and out to the 37-yard line. They're going to go heavy set again. Counterplay Fowler. That one's swallowed up. Dupree Hawkins and Hassan Adams. Welcome to the show, Hassan Adams. White hands off to Fowler again, and he takes another shot. That one looks like it hurt. It's going to be 3rd and 6. They're going to go option left again. This time, we swallow it up. We take away the pitch man, and Dupree Hawkins swallows up the quarterback. So they got to punt the football back to us. We hand off to Jakari Brown. Doesn't get anything. 2nd and 10. Clark under center. Looks, surveys, throws right. Drayton Anderson. Good looking catch. Gets drugged forward, and it looks like he's got a first down, a little bit short, 3rd and inches. We're going to roll left here. We're going to go ahead, and we're going to find Isaac Jones. Make some amends there, my friend. Number 81 with a nice catch and a first down. 1st and 10 at our own 31. Clark firing right, going right back to Isaac Jones. Another nice catch, another nice gain there. Going to bring up 2nd and manageable. Under center right hash. Clark surveys, looks, throws left, and he's got Drayton Anderson. He's got space, has 40, 35, tries to spin, but is drugged down inside the 35 and down to the 33-yard line. So Drayton Anderson, nice out route and a little 4-on-4 action. He makes a nice play there and cuts upfield and gets a nice gain. So we are moving the football again. We got man coverage. Clark fires right to, Jakari Brown gets involved there. 13 straight completions here for Eric Clark. He's on fire. Clark fires right, throws, and that's complete to Drayton Anderson. However, there is a flag on the play. So that might stem a little bit of the momentum here that we have had since the end of the second quarter. That's holding on our center, Hunter Strong. So it's going to be 2nd and 19 at the 41. We're going to hand this football off. Had a hole there, decided to cut it outside, and that was probably a bad decision. 3rd and 18. We're going to go shotgun. Clark surveys. He's going to roll left. Looking for Isaac Jones again. He needs 18. He got them all. Big time catch for IJ right on the fringe of the 10-yard line. That might be goal to go. This was a big one. 3rd and 18 keeps us back on schedule and gives us a chance to really assert our authority in this game. Man coverage, Clark fires right, no problems here. Freddie Wilson, touchdown SMU. He's excited. On the extra point, North Texas ends up jumping off sides. So one of the things I do is if they do get a free, down here, it's from the 1. I'm going to hand the football off. Jakari Brown is able to scoop it up. So we get the 2-point conversion, which is why it's now 29-10 instead of 28-10. So they jumped off sides. I'm like, I can get a yard and a half, and we got a yard and a half. So it's 29-10 here. North Texas goes back to work on the ground. Fowler, another carry up the middle, doesn't get much there. And that is going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 29-10 SMU. Not a lot of fireworks, but we do have a 3-score lead. So they're going to fire it short, and that one is going to fall incomplete, nearly intercepted. And that's a 3 and out. We're going to get the ball right back. Eric Clark fires right. Isaac Jones, another nice catch there. 16 straight completions for Eric Clark. 2nd and 6. Clark shotgun rolling left. He's firing to Drayton Anderson, and he has his man. Has midfield, and is all the way out across the North Texas 45-yard line. Eric Clark had another fantastic day. Despite the fact we haven't had the ball much, we're taking another deep shot. Brian Holt gets behind the linebacker. You got to do better than that. You can't let Brian Holt get matched up to a linebacker. He'll get burned every time. Big time play down to the 2. We're going to hand this ball off to Jakari Brown. He's a little bit short there, but he does get us all the way down to the fringe of the goal line. We're going to run a little bit of a screen here. We're going to go to Drayton Anderson, who tries to bounce it outside, but he loses most of that previous run by Jakari. But we are going to go ahead and go back to the ground. Jakari Brown scoops it up. Touchdown SMU. It is 36-10 here with about 4 minutes left in the game, and I think we just iced this one away. Nice run by Jakari here. 3rd and goal. Cuts it outside wisely, uses his blockers, finds the space. 36-17. North Texas gets a very late touchdown, but that's all she wrote. Interesting game. Very shaky first half. North Texas did a great job running the clock and basically just eating the first half alive. We barely had the ball, and when we did, we were making mistakes. But we did a really good job. I think the entire game flipped on that Malcolm Lacey interception. They go down and get points, and it's 17-7. Maybe the second half's a little hairier. Instead, we get that pick in the final minute of the half. We get a touchdown, and then we come out and get another touchdown to start the second half, and it's 21-10. And then we just kind of snowball from there. You see the numbers, 24 for 29 for 431 yards. The passing game was not a problem. We just didn't have the ball that much. You take a look, we had 43 total plays. They had, 49? So they had the ball more than we did. They had a ton of time of possession. We were great on 3rd down. We just didn't have the ball much. And the turnovers, the 2 turnovers were very untimely. So credit to North Texas. They had a pretty good game plan, but we're a very good team. Eric Clark, 22 for 25, 395, 4 touchdowns. Almost perfect. That's an 88% completion percentage. Pretty tough. Isaac Jones, 7 catches, 2 fumbles. Weirdly enough, Drayton Anderson, 8 for 86. Wagner, 4 for 143. Holt, 2 for 64. Really spreading it around. Even got a touchdown for Michael James. So very interesting day. We've been spreading the ball around here in the first 3 games or so. So it'd be interesting to see if someone steps up in that receiver room or if we're just going to have a committee instead of having that one alpha. You see Dupree Hawkins had a huge day, 10 tackles, just because they kept running the football. They were running the football, and Dupree Hawkins is always there. So that's going to wrap up non-conference play for now. We will have one non-conference game at the end of the season. But now it's time to start Big 12 play. We travel to Lincoln, Nebraska. It's a top 10 affair. It's going to be a big one, and I hope I see you there. We'll see you next time. Take care.